In this video, I am going to show you how to use some abstract watercolor techniques. First, write your name on the paper. You will have a water bucket and paintbrushes. At the bottom of the bucket are lines that you can press the bristles of the brush on to clean them out. We will be using liquid watercolors. We will also have oil pastels to try this first technique. Draw on your paper with the pastel. You can add any designs that you want. Dip your paintbrush into a liquid watercolor. Paint right over the oil pastel. You will notice that the paint will not cover up the pastel. Be sure to rinse your paintbrush every time you change colors. The next technique is called wet on wet. Dip your paintbrush into the water. Paint some clear water onto your paper. Next, dip your brush into a paint and then touch the paint to the water. You will find that the paint will begin to spread out all over the wet areas of the paper. Paint different colors next to each other and watch them blend together. A fun technique is called the controlled splatter. Use your finger and tap your brush on top of it to create some small splatters on your paper. You can also tap on top of the paintbrush. Just like the oil pastels, crayons and the color sticks will also resist the watercolor paint. They are made with wax. Another fun technique is called the paint scrape. Paint some wet paint onto your paper, and while it is still wet, use a texture scraper to pull the paint. This will create some fun and interesting lines on your artwork. You will need to be careful. If your paper is very wet, this technique could end up ripping your paper, so you will want to do it on a less wet area. If you add too much paint or an area gets too wet, you can use a paper towel to blot it. Have fun and be creative with these painting techniques.